national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Hauls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his man. It's Green. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Williams will pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They start from their own 21. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The give to the tailback. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Washington wants to go quickly.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Using his feet. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Calls his own number. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Now improvising. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington right back to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Holds it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Washington! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on 1 more.
I got to make sure I get separation right away on this fade route, push the route vertical, and then get around him so I create a little bit of space over there on the sideline. QB throws it up. He said, I got this. I'll take care of the corner. I'll make a play. Nice touchdown on that fade route.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Give to Brown. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He wants it all. through the air for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. On the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Boston. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Brown has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The give on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Williams will pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires left. Touchdown, Washington! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the air, it's Lagway. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big
touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the move. Quarterback gets enough. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Washington, 31.
So first down will open up the final period. Williams looking for a man. Buying some time. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Williams will pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't put the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack the secondary.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Let's go! They want that clock to run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Gets it out fast. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. At the 35, he's open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He leaves it with his back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback moving. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
Touchdown, Huskies! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Skips away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets the back moving. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Washington.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They want to throw it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but